drum cycle that he's playing. Little louder. Yeah.
This is a composition of my great-grandfather. My great-grandfather, Ustad Imdad Khan sahab. The composition, as you very rightly said, that the instrumental style of the composition is more concentrated on the right hand. So I'm playing some very authentic compositions.
Jai Shri Mataji. Let us collectively namaskar at Shri Mataji's lotus feet. Raise our kundalini and take bandhan. Let us take 3 great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Triguణात्मिका Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namah. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namah. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namah. Let us balance our left channel. Shri Mataji, please cleanse and purify our left side. Please remove all the negativities of left channel. Shri Mataji, you are Sakshat Shri Mahakali and Shri Bhairavnath. Shri Mataji, please remove all the impure desires within me. Please remove all the dissatisfaction within me. Shri Mahakali mantra. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महाकाली साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः. Shri Mataji, I am not this, but I am the pure spirit. Let us balance our right channel. Shri Mataji, verily you are the doer and you are the enjoyer. I am not doing anything. Please remove all the doer feeling within me. Please remove all the imbalances, excessive heat from my right side. Please remove all the negativities of the right side into the ether element. Shri Mataji, please cool down my right side. Shri Mahasaraswati Sakshat Shri Hanuman. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Sakshat Shri Hanuman Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please purify my attention. Shri Mahalakshmi Sakshat Shri Ganesh. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Shri Mataji, please give us all balance on all our chakras, on all our nadis. Please remove all the imbalances, all the badhas that are becoming an obstacle in our spiritual ascent. Shri Nirvichara Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvichara Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvichara Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, we all the Sahajogis from Australia and beyond have gathered here on this auspicious Tuesday morning to worship you in your form of Shri Ganesha. Shri Mataji, we want to offer this puja at your divine lotus feet. We want to get your blessings on our Muladhara chakra to strengthen all the qualities of Shri Ganesha within us and worship all the qualities of Shri Ganesha within you and get the blessings from you. Shri Mataji, please give us the permission. Please guide us and please forgive us if we commit any mistake during this puja. Shri Mataji, please be in our attention, in our heart, in our thoughts throughout this puja. Let us all feel your presence within us.
My joy knows no bounds when we have come to worship this holy mountain which we have named as Ganaraj. Because they can hear you without that. Sometimes the words are not sufficient to hold the outpour of your joy, I come to you as a symbol of your mother. But the first son who was created was Shri Ganesha. And then when the Mother Earth was created as a symbol of motherhood, Shri created many Shri Ganeshas in this universe. In the cosmos, the star which is called as Mars is the Ganesh, Shri Ganesh. All these symbols were created for you, the Saj Yogis, to recognize them. To recognize all these symbols is easier if you are a realized soul. But we have had so many great realized souls in the past of very high quality. And they recognized, they found out the symbols of Shri Ganesha long time back. India is the microscopic form of the whole earth, Mother Earth. So in the triangle of Maharashtra, we have got 8 Ganeshas which are manifesting vibrations and were recognized by great saints of Maharashtra. But as you have seen, as a grace of these great saints, especially Maharashtra, has created human beings who have Shraddha as the highest expression of their emotion and mind. Because of that lofty vision in the mind, whenever they see something of this sublime nature, their thoughts go to God. Thanks to the saints of that state, that people have that sensitivity and that kind of a movement. Unfortunately, in the West, where Shraddha is something very superficial, anything like this takes them to something very low, something very dirty, filthy, unholy. Instead of surrendering to the sublime and enjoying the greatness of the sublime, they take to something very carnal, which belongs to the flesh. But still, the people who are living in simple ways in the villages, in the nature, must have realized the importance of this holy mountain. Thousands and thousands, millions of years back, the Mother Earth started producing her Ganesha. It was first a huge ocean where Himalaya stands. Himalaya gradually started coming out of that ocean in a flat way like a Shivalinga, which is the expression as the manifestation of the animals. They have the brains which are flat in this way. But when the Himalaya started coming out of that sea, the Mother Earth was pushed on sides. And the Mother Earth started giving folds to her sari, you can say.
On peut dire que notre mère, la Terre, a commencé à draper les plis de son sari.
You can stand up and stop. Now, when that movement started, the sari gave waves of vibrations in such a way that at certain points it rose up to a point, becoming like Sri Ganesh. And it was to begin with a flat, again the same type of the. But then still more folds started coming up much later when human brain started developing its ego. So the whole of that land was pushed up and another land joined it in such a manner that it formed a apex. The superego was pushed in and was brought to the climax. That synchronizes with the human brain because the whole universe is represented in our body as well. Now, the central axis of the Mother Earth acted as the spinal cord. By this happening in the Himalayas, again there was a big push onto all the mountains which were to be created as Sri Ganesh, and they got into their final forms. And the apex was created. So the Mother Earth as Gauri created all these Ganeshas. At the other end of these ranges must be the highest mountain because it is pushed the most. You see, when they pushed it, Himalaya was brought up to a point. Up to a point it went, and then the waves created Ganesha of a certain height, not too much height. So it was pushed on the right hand side more. The ego went, you see, expression in Mont Blanc, say for example. And on the other side, it was created another Ganesha at the other end near Darjeeling. No. It is the expression of ego. So Sri Ganesh was expressed even in Darjeeling, and you get the same kind of redness on that. I have seen another Sri Ganesh created in Delphi, where they say is the Navi of the Mother Earth. Also, when Shiva is created, Linga is created, along with him, always there's a Sri Ganesh created, as in Amarnath, where a drop of water falls on a particular area and creates the Linga, plus that another drop falls on another side and creates Sri Ganesh, exactly like the face. Now the ocean is the father and the Mother Earth is your mother. But when the Mother Earth becomes a mountain, she is called as the father. The reason is she at that height can catch the father on top of her head as snow or as rain. That is how a mother becomes the father. And so she can perform the complete function of a father and a mother. In that state only Gauri, the daughter of the mountains, conceived Sri Ganesha without the help of the Father, Immaculate. The purity of the snow is 100%, and that covers the Mother Earth, gives the formation of innocence. All the filth and dirt that goes into the ocean is clarified by the sun, which is also Sri Ganesh, and is brought on top of the hills and mountains to cover it. But to Ganesh, it is a big problem to exist in a country which doesn't worship it. It has no sense of respect. It is always aspired that they should climb over very egoistical ambitions of a low level and outward. When you see the mountains like this, the idea that should come into a good human being would be, oh God, I can see see you in this sublime form? And how will I conquer my ignorance? How will I climb over my mountain of arrogance to look at you? To a egoistical mind, the mountain is for the joy of the eyes, and the joy which is really not the joy, but is a kind of a pleasure for them to see. Their ego gets challenged and they want to climb on the mountain that we are higher than. We had Himalayas for thousands and thousands of years in India. Nobody ever thought of climbing it. When the English came, they started doing it first time. Then the French, Portuguese, Spanish, all of them all did this, and the Indians were looking at them bewildered. What are they doing? Why do they want to climb the mountain? It's better to see them from distance and adore them than to climb over them to die. But this egoistical mind can go further. As in Switzerland, it has gone that they try to ski over these mountains, take the slopes to go down. They go down in any case. And they break their legs. I told one Sahajogi who wanted to come here for skiing, I said, don't go there. It's not allowed by Sahajoga. And he came back with broken legs. So every way, the games are also such that it's just a satisfaction of the ego. I can understand small children going over a slide, but big old men moving like this for hours together, they have no other work to do. That shows they have no maturity of any kind. They are still stupid children playing with the snow. By all these doings, what happens? That the holy places become like cemeteries. Imagine, instead of putting flowers on Shri Ganesha, you are putting dead bodies on his body. And skiing, putting those hard nails into the body of Shri Ganesh. So, there is no sense of respect. Perhaps we don't respect ourselves. We are not matured enough. The first thing that should happen, that one folds his hands to Shri Ganesh and just sees those things. Just this should happen to all the Sahajogis. So the innocence has to be developed to have that respect. If you are not innocent, you cannot have respect. And in the innocence, you don't think you are the wisest of all and make everybody look like a fool. Nor do you laugh at others and make fun of them. Nor do you play games and put people down. But what I have seen even coming to Sahaja, this is the worst part of it. I have seen people who play games after coming to Sahaja. They gossip and say all kinds of wrong things, which I have never said before. There was so many kinds of things I hear that I am amazed how Sahajogis are such creators of gossips. Is this the way Ganesha would behave towards the mother? That thinking yourself to be great people, you say mother said so and this happened and that happened. Ego is anti-innocence, and that's why this kind of a nonsensical gossip people do, which I can't understand, so filthy, I just can't understand. Like there was one lady whom nobody would marry, and there was only one fellow who accepted to marry that woman, and that's how the marriage took place. Now this lady, or perhaps somebody who is like her, has spread stories that she was the most beautiful woman. Everybody wanted to marry her, everybody raised their hands. I never asked people to raise their hands. It's not like that at all. When I heard it, I was shocked. This woman, nobody wanted to marry her. There are all kinds of things that you have got from your past. And you must try to get out of it. Otherwise, you cannot rise high. A person who is not innocent cannot worship Shri Ganesh. In his right hand, he has got a parisha. You must know that. A terrible instrument, you see, with one stroke, He takes out your head like bulletin it is. Those who are not innocent play games, try tricks, gossip, indulge in filth. He cuts them out. Innocence is a very sharp thing. It does not have any compromise, which you can see in the life of Christ. With his trunk, he throws people left and right and throws them out. He sees for a while, and if people remain still half-baked, they are thrown out of Sahaja Yoga. No one should think that you have got realization. You can be in the Sahaja Yoga if you do not take to innocence. Innocence gives you complete sincerity. And Ganesha is the judge. And he is the one who throws you out of the periphery like a tangent. You get out of Sahaja Yoga. And when you get out of Sahaja Yoga, you start going down and down and down. And then you may develop horrible diseases of the Muladhara. Those who are hit by him are the worst. If you have come near him, be careful. Face yourself, see yourself, note yourself. Another thing they told me that some people think that they are great Sahaja Yogis who contribute nothing to Sahaja Yoga but headaches. If some sane Sahaja Yogi starts telling the other Sahaja Yogi about something sensible, this fellow puts up his right Vishuddhi, pressing it hard on him to show that you are talking because your Vishuddhi, right Vishuddhi is catchy. Very cunning. You are not to play games because you are harming yourself. I am telling you now. Those who think they can play with the loopholes must know that there's a loop around their neck. Like the fallen angels, you'll go to the greater heights or depths of Maya. So try to be honest to yourself. Any nation has any problem, any sins they have been committing or have committed before, should not be anymore a tag with you. If a country has been cunning, then you should be innocent. If you are coming from a foxy clan, you have to be innocent. Like you are coming from a Thagari clan, then you have to be extremely astute. If you are coming from the romantic clan, you have to be extremely pure. You have to be juxtaposition of whatever sins we are suffering from. If you are the light in the darkness, you have to be brilliant and not dark. And you have to give light in the darkness to the dark, not to take dark upon yourself. So if you really feel that the past of your country has been such and such, you better study it and know for yourself that you have to be just different. Some are comfort loving, they should get out of that. Some are pleasure loving, they should get out of that. Some are tempted with women and men and drinking and all that, you should completely give up and come out. There are deeper sins we have of cunningness, of aggressiveness, of slyness. All these things are to be studied and understood that what do we have to do for our country is to get out of it completely first of all, like the lotus out of the mud. Then you have to become absolutely a person completely integrated. Like that, you have to be at the juxtaposition to rise higher than the rest of them, to give them a proper lead. I can tell you that Shiva tolerates a lot of nonsense because he is fond of forgiving. And Vishnu principle tries to play with them and punish them or kill them. But Ganesh Tattva has no compromise of any kind. And when this becomes Ekadasha Rudra, and when Christ is going to come in that form, then there will be no compromise, no Mataji, no crying, no argument, nothing. Shri Ganesha himself will throw people into hell. So be careful on that. Today, in the presence of Shri Ganesha, you have to take an oath that whatever is the past of my country, I will get opposite to that. Like I would say, Indians are not very good with the money. Money matters, they can be very horrid, and sometimes they create a problem with money matters. So one has to know that we have to be absolutely astute as far as money is concerned. It is not sufficient only to be something innocent, but it is more that it should be proved, that people should know that you are innocent. Like I asked, my son-in-law is a very honest man, whether this would be honesty so he answered, this may be honesty for outside purpose, but it is not in the essence of honesty. So that is how you have to be honest in the essence of it. And the essence of honesty is innocence. Essence of sincerity is innocence. Essence of beauty, glory is innocence. And innocence is the one that gives you complete detachment. So to such a symbol of innocence, when we bow, we must know what we have done about ourselves. Whatever has been your past, get out of it. Be just the opposite of what has been so bad before. Strongly against all that you were before in the darkness. That is the sign of your character and of your strength, and will show to the world that your spirit, which is enlightened within you, has given you that strength and that new dimension. So the second oath we have to take before Shri Ganesha is that I will be honest to myself. I will not deceive myself for anybody's sake. Now the third great thing about Shri Ganesha is that for him no gods exist except his mother. And you know all the stories about Shri Ganesha, how he adored his mother. Because he knows his mother is the power, and that he is the source of your wisdom. He is the source of your wisdom. He, Shri Ganesha, he is the embodiment of wisdom. And the greatest wisdom he has, that it is better to worship the mother than anybody else, because she is the power. According to him, even the father, if you have to meet, you have to go through the mother. And secondly, father is just the witness. All his security, all his powers, all his beauty, in a sense, comes from his mother. So with the third oath you have to take, that for us, our mother is so powerful, why should we be afraid of anything? If she is going to give us the wisdom, why should we try to seek it anywhere else? I appear very innocent sometimes. But my innocence is complete intelligence, I think. And that is the reason, you see, people take time to accept. But people like Shri Ganesh, who are the wisest of all, know the trick. The another oath we have to take today, that we respect every Sahajogi from our heart, because they are made in the form of Shri Ganesh. Will not make fun of them, will not laugh at them. As long as they are in Sahajoga, we have to respect. But they can be thrown away. They can get out of it. But unless and until this happens, do not put your ego on other people. Don't think that you understand everything. Don't think that you know everything. Respect each and every person, not for what he has read or what he has learned, but because he is a great soul. I feel the whole West suffers from one simple disease, that is, they do not know how to respect anyone. Whatever doesn't suit their mind, they will never accept nor will respect. With their ego, they want to judge everyone and condemn everyone. So get out of it and tell yourself, I don't know anything. I was a stupid fool with my ego. Humble down yourself in your heart. Open your heart and love each other. Respect and love is the two things you have to promise to Shri Ganesha. If you cannot do that, your ascent is going to be very difficult. May God bless you.
Jai Shri Mataji. Let us offer puja to Shri Mataji's lotus feet now. So if you have prepared water to wash Shri Mataji's lotus feet, let us do that. While that's happening, let us take full mantra to Shri Ganesh and Shri Kartikeya, and then we'll take Shri Ganesha Shirsha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Namaste Ganapataye Tvameva Pratyaksham Tatvamasi Tvameva Kevalam Karitasi Tvameva Kevalam Dharitasi Tvameva Kevalam Haritasi Tvameva Sarvam Khalvidam Brahmasi Tvam Sakshat Atmasi Nityam Ritam Vachmi Satyam Vachmi Ava Tvam Mam Ava Vaktaram Ava Shrotaram Ava Dataram Ava Dhataram Avanucha Navamashisham Avapashatat Avapurastat Avauttaratat Avadakshinatat Avachaurdhvatat Avadharatat Sarvato Mam Pahi Pahi Samantat Tvam Vangmayasvam Chinmayaha Tvam Anandamayasvam Brahmamayaha Tvam Satchidananda Dvityosi Tvam Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvam Jnanamayo Vijnanmayosi Sarvam Jagdidam Tatvo Jayate Sarvam Jagdidam Tatvo Stishtati Sarvam Jagdidam Tvai Layameshati Sarvam Jagdidam Tvai Pratyeti Tvam Bhumirapo Nalo Nilo Navaha Tvam Chatvari Vakpradani Tvam Gunatrayatitaha Tvam Dehatrayatitaha Tvam Kalatrayatitaha Tvam Muladharastitosi Nityam Tvam Shakti Trayatmakaha Tvam Yogino Dhyayanti Nityam Tvam Brahmastvam Vishnustvam Rudrastvam Indrastvam Agnistvam Vayustvam Suryastvam Chandramastvam Brahma Bhurbhuvasvaroma Ganadim Purvamurcharya Varnadim Tadanantaram Anuswaraha Parataraha Ardhendulasitam Tarena Ruddham Etattava Manusvarupam Gakaraha Purvarupam Akaro Madhyamarupam Anuswaraha Shantarupam Binduruttararupam नादः सन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निजृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुरहस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पै सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायन्ति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशनै शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः. Now we will offer 108 holy names of Shri Ganesha. If you have more water, you continue washing Shri Mataji's lotus feet. Otherwise, offer puja. Sumukascha ekadantascha kapilo gajakarnaka lambodarascha vikato vignanasho ganadhipa धूम्रकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षो भालचन्द्रो गजानना वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः. Let us take full mantra to Shri Ganesha once again. Om Tvamev Sakshat Shri Ganesh Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. You are peerless without equal, Shri Vinayaka. Om Tvamev Sakshat Shri Vinayakaya Namo Namaha. The ruler of obstacles, Shri Vighna Raja. Om Tvamev Sakshat Shri Vighna Rajaya Namo Namaha. The son of Shri Gauri, Shri Gauri Putra. Om Tvamev Sakshat Shri Gauri Putraya Namo Namaha. The Lord of all the Ganas, Shri Ganeshwara. Om Tvamev Sakshat Shri Ganeshwaraya Namo Namaha. The elder brother of Shri Skanda, Shri Kartikeya, Shri Skandagraja. Om Tvamev Sakshat Shri Skandagrajaya Namo Namaha. Eternal Shri Avyaya. Om Tvamev Sakshat Shri Avyayaya Namo Namaha. Auspicious Shri पूता. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीपूताय नमो नमः. अलर्ट श्री दक्षा. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री दक्षाय नमो नमः. The one who presides over all, Shri Adhyaksha. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री अध्यक्षाय नमो नमः. Fond of the twice born, Shri Dvija Priya. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री द्विज प्रियाय नमो नमः. The one who contains fire within, Shri Agni Garbha. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री अग्नि गर्भाय नमो नमः. The one who bestows power and prosperity to Shri Indra, Shri Indra Shri Prada. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री इंद्र श्री प्रदाय नमो नमः. The bestower of speech, Shri Vani Prada. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री वाणी प्रदाय नमो नमः. The bestower of all fulfillment, Shri Sarva Siddhi Prada. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सर्व सिद्धि प्रदाय नमो नमः. The son of Shri Shiva, Shri Sharvatanaya. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शर्वतनयाय नमो नमः. Loved by Sharvari, Shri Sharvari Priya. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शर्वरी प्रियाय नमो नमः. The soul of all, Shri Sarvatmaka. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सर्वात्मकाय नमो नमः. The creator, Shri Srushtikarta. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री सृष्टिकर्ताय नमो नमः. Resplendent Shri Divya. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री दिव्याय नमो नमः. Worshipped by multitude, Shri Anekarchita. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री अनेकार्चिताय नमो नमः. Auspicious and benevolent, Shri Shiva. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शिवाय नमो नमः. Pure, Shri Shuddha. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शुद्धाय नमो नमः. Fond of intelligence, Shri Buddhi Priya. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री बुद्धि प्रियाय नमो नमः. Peaceful, Shri Shanta. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री शांताय नमो नमः. Celibate, Shri Brahmachari. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री ब्रह्मचारी नमो नमः. The one who has an elephant's face, Shri Gajanana. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गजाननाय नमो नमः. The one who has two mothers, Shri Gauri and Shri Parvati, Shri Dvai Matreya. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री Dvai Matreyaय नमो नमः. Praised by sages, Shri Munistuta. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री मुनिस्तुताय नमो नमः. The one who destroys the obstacles of devotees, Shri Bhakta Vigna Vinashaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhakta Vigna Vinashakaya Namo Namaha. He who has one tusk, Shri Ekadanta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ekadantaya Namo Namaha. The one who has four arms, Shri Chaturbahu. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Chaturbahu Namo Namaha. Ingenious Shri Chatura. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Chaturaya Namo Namaha. One with the source of power, Shri Shakti Sanyukta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shakti Sanyuktaya Namo Namaha. The one who has a large belly, Shri Lambodara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Lambodaraya Namo Namaha. The one whose ears are like winnowing fans, Shri Shurpakarna. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shurpakarnaya Namo Namaha. The one who destroys evil with lion-like courage, Shri Haraye. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Haraye Namo Namaha. The foremost knower of Brahman, Shri Brahma Vidyuttama. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Brahma Vidyuttamaya Namo Namaha. The embodiment of time, Shri Kala. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaya Namo Namaha. The Lord of the planets, Shri Grahapati. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Grahapati Namo Namaha. Overflowing with love, Shri Kamine. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kamine Namo Namaha. The one whose eyes are the moon, sun and fire, Shri Soma Suryagni Lochana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Soma Suryagni Lochanaya Namo Namaha. The one who wields the noose and elephant hook, Shri Pashankushadhara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Pashankushadharaya Namo Namaha. The one whose actions are rhythmical, Shri Chanda. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Chandaya Namo Namaha. The one who transcends all qualities, Shri Gunatita. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gunatitaya Namo Namaha. Without blemish, Shri Niranjana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Niranjanaya Namo Namaha. Without impurity, Shri Akalmasha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Akalmashaya Namo Namaha. The one who achieved power by himself, Shri Swayam Siddha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Swayam Siddhaya Namo Namaha. The one whose lotus feet are worshipped by sages, Shri Siddharchita Padambuja. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Siddharchita Padambujaya Namo Namaha. Fond of pomegranates, Shri Bijapura Falasakta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bijapura Falasaktaya Namo Namaha. The bestower of boons, Shri Varada. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Varadaya Namo Namaha. Unchanging Shri Shashvata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shashvataya Namo Namaha. Working incessantly Shri Krutine. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Krutine Namo Namaha. Free from fear Shri Vitabhaya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vitabhayaya Namo Namaha. The wielder of the mace Shri Gadi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gadi Namo Namaha. The wielder of the discus Shri Chakri. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Chakri Namo Namaha. The holder of the sugarcane bow symbolizing the attention within Shri Ikshuchapadhata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ikshuchapadhataya Namo Namaha. The bestower of auspiciousness and prosperity, Shri Shri Dayaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shri Dayakaya Namo Namaha. The one who is unborn, Shri Aja. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ajaya Namo Namaha. The one who holds the blue lotus blossom, Shri Utphalakara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Utpalakaraya Namo Namaha. The Lord of wealth, auspiciousness and prosperity, Shri Shripati. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shripati Namo Namaha. The one who rejoices in praise, Shri Stuti Harshita. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Stuti Harshitaya Namo Namaha. The support of the mountain ranges, Shri Kuladri Bharta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kuladri Bhartaya Namo Namaha. Intricate, Shri Jatila. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Jatilaya Namo Namaha. The destroyer of Kali Yuga's impurity, without Shri Kali Kalmash Nashka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Kali Kalmash Nashakaya Namo Namaha. The one who wears the moon upon his head, Shri Chandra Chudamani. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Chandra Chudamani Namo Namaha. The one who is loved by all, Shri Kanta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kantaya Namo Namaha. The destroyer of sins, without Shri Papahari. Om Tvameva Sakshat Papahari Namo Namaha. Perfectly attentive, Shri Samahita. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Samahitaya Namo Namaha. Our refuge, Shri Ashrita. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ashritaya Namo Namaha. The one who manifests auspiciousness and prosperity, Shri Kara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shri Karaya Namo Namaha. Gentle and pleasing, Shri Saumya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Saumyaya Namo Namaha. The one who grants devotees' desires, Shri Bhakta Vanchit Dayaka. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीभक्तवाञ्छितदायकाय नमो नमः. The one who bestows absolute happiness, Shri Kaivalya Sukhada. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kaivalya Sukhadaya Namo Namaha. The one who sustains absolute truth, awareness and bliss, Shri Satchidananda Vigraha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Satchidananda Vigrahaya Namo Namaha. The embodiment of wisdom, Shri Jnanine. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Jnanine Namo Namaha. Full of compassion, Shri Dayayuta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Dayayutaya Namo Namaha. The master of self-control, Shri Danta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Dantaya Namo Namaha. Totally at one with the Supreme, Shri Brahma Dvesha Vivarjita. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Brahma Dvesha Vivarjitaya Namo Namaha. The one who inspires fear in power intoxicated demons, without Shri Pramatha Daitya Bhayada. Om Tvameva Sakshat Pramatha Daitya Bhayadaya Namo Namaha. The one who has a beautiful throat, Shri Shri Kantha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shri Kanthaya Namo Namaha. The Lord of the Most Wise, Shri Vibhudeshwara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vibhudeshwaraya Namo Namaha. The one who is worshipped by Shri Ram, Shri Ramarchita. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ramarchitaya Namo Namaha. The one who is worshipped by Shri Ram, Shri Ramarchita. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ramarchitaya Namo Namaha. The controller of destiny, Shri Vidhata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vidhataya Namo Namaha. The one who wears a cobra as a sacred thread, Shri Nagaraja Yajñopavitvan. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nagaraja Yajñopavitvan Namo Namaha. The one who has a stout neck, Shri Sthula Kantha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sthula Kanthaya Namo Namaha. Independent in action, Shri Swayam Karta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Swayam Kartaya Namo Namaha. Fond of the sound of Samaved, Shri Samaghosha Priya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Samaghosha Priyaya Namo Namaha. The one for whom there is no other, Shri Parasmai. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Parasmai Namo Namaha. The one who has a stout trunk, Shri Sthula Tunda. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sthula Tundaya Namo Namaha. The firstborn, Shri Agraja. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Agrajaya Namo Namaha. Courageous, Shri Dhira. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Dhiraya Namo Namaha. The Lord of Speech, Shri Vaghisha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vaghishaya Namo Namaha. The one who bestows success, Shri Siddhidayaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Siddhidayakaya Namo Namaha. Fond of Durva grass and Bilva fruit, Shri Durva Bilva Priya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Durva Bilva Priyaya Namo Namaha. The manifestation of the unmanifest, Shri Avyakta Murtaye. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Avyakta Murtaye Namo Namaha. Of wondrous form, Shri Adbhut Murtiman. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adbhuta Murtimanaya Namo Namaha. Fond of playing with your mother Shri Parvati, the daughter of the mountain lord, Shri Shailendra Tanujotsanga Khelanotsuka Manasa. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shailendra Tanujotsanga Khelanotsuka Manasaya Namo Namaha. A vast ocean of ambrosial beauty, more charming than the god of love, Shri Swalavanya Sudha Sarjita Manmat Vigraha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Swalavanya Sudha Sarjita Manmatha Vigraha Namo Namaha. The supporter of all the worlds, Shri Samasta Jagadadhara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Samasta Jagadadharaya Namo Namaha. The power of illusion, Shri Maine. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Maine Namo Namaha. The one who has a mouse as his vehicle, Shri Mushak Vahana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mushak Vahanaya Namo Namaha. Overjoyed, Shri Hrushta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Hrushtaya Namo Namaha. The embodiment of contentment, Shri Tushta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Tushtaya Namo Namaha. The benign spirit, Shri Prasanna Atma. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Prasanna Atmaya Namo Namaha. The one who bestows all special powers, Shri Sarva Siddhi Pradayaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sarva Siddhi Pradayakaya Namo Namaha. The one who adorns the Muladhara Chakra, Shri Muladhara Chakra Samsthita. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Muladhara Chakra Samsthitaya Namo Namaha. The one who bestows innocence, Shri Abodhita Pradayaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Abodhita Pradayakaya Namo Namaha. The chief of the Ganas, Shri Gananayaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gananayakaya Namo Namaha. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Let us continue to meditate. Please now prepare for Shri Mataji's Aarti. सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने लिए अवतार माँ, कितने लिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा, तू गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियारा माँ, कर दिया उजियारा। माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना। माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकलकी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकलकी साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माता जी। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी। श्री निर्मला देवी की जय। Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity today to worship you in your form of Shri Ganesha. Shri Mataji, we humbly request you to protect us all and guide us all and destroy and remove all the negativities attacking on our spiritual ascent. Shri Mataji, please give us the discretion. Please show us a light and please guide us throughout this journey. Shri Mataji, remove all the negativity attacking on the innocence, purity, chastity and auspiciousness of all the Sahajogis. Shri Mataji, please forgive us if we committed any mistake during this puja, knowingly or unknowingly. Please forgive us, Shri Mataji. And please be in our attention all the time. Shri Mataji, may all these divine vibrations reach out to all the seekers of truth and may they make their ways to Sahaja Yoga to get their self-realization. Remove all the obstacles from all the seekers who are trying to establish in Sahaja Yoga. Jai Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji. Let us namaskar Shri Ashmari's lotus feet. Raise our kundalini and take bandhan. Thank you so much for joining. Jai Shri Mataji.